And welcome back to more Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. Last time we finished up line H pretty much in one video, not counting the little junction points. And this time we're gonna hop into line I, backwards. Unless we do line G first. Which, we do that backwards. So we're doing one of the lines backwards, either way. So let's do line I backwards. An I backwards looks like an I still, so it makes sense. So we have a challenge to defeat the enemies. Slashing machine is kinda eh. So we're gonna go Dapples. I'm not really a fan of the Dapples. Hi, Mr. Cucumber on the wall there. I'm not a fan of the Dapples either, but I think it's comparatively better than trying to force it with the other two. That's how you take out the trash. Some Strong Words, some Pearl. Oh man, they were ready. Yeah, that was risky. Hey, maybe we can actually see the null armor in this video, actually. I've never actually pointed out what the null armor is. But it is actually one of the armor upgrades. This isn't it, at the moment. This is the stage 1 armor. Probably an amiibo thing whenever those come out. Hey wait, we have curling bombs. That's perfect, actually. Because we can do this. Actually that didn't work at all. Because of that wall. Hi. Go away. Trying to hit him from above, just to make it easier. Curling bomb. Okay, not what I was expecting to happen. Times 2. There we go, outwitted with the curling bomb. I'm not really good at distracting people with curling bombs. That's not really my specialty, or forte. Another commander. So this is actually... Okay, that was dumb. This is actually a clever section, except now I have to do this over again. So again, I'm just gonna kind of rush it over here. Try to take out that guy. We have these that are like shields, little makeshift shields. It's kind of a neat concept. So much for showing off the Octo armor, or the null armor. So we can use the ink furlers as shields. Have a novel concept. Oh frick. Abort plan. We're getting out of here. Except I think we have to defeat him. Yeah, I think we have to defeat him. Why isn't this working? I feel like this isn't working like I wanted to, but okay. Hi. So now where do we actually go? There's still a few bad guys left. Oh yeah. Left one back here. 2 back here, I think. I have the high ground, so at least it's a lot easier. Oh, there's still one more. Try to space it correctly this time. Still didn't. Clearly I'm the best at the combat-oriented challenges. There's a launch pad. Oh, I remember this level. Yeah, this is fun. Octo Bombers on the left. Octo Commanders and Shielded Octo Troopers on the right. This is getting a little ridiculous. We have to defeat every enemy. What side you start at is up to you. We're starting on this side because I feel like snipers are a little bit easier to deal with by comparison, or a little harder to deal with by comparison to these guys. Obviously, I am proving myself wrong, but I usually go left and then sweep the right side later, just because I do find this easier, as I say as I keep failing this segment. Let's go right this time. See what this is. Just eggs. Not helpful. I had issues with like spatial awareness. Like that sounds weird, but that is my biggest issue, spacing. With any weapon really, with a lot of games, because of lacking good depth perception, I have trouble with spacing. So I tend to think things are farther closer than they actually are. So again, another reason to go to dualies, so I can dodge every which way, which is my preferred tactic of doing things. Or, well, you know what I mean. It was going well until I lost the armor, at least. I can feel that this is going to be the run, the good attempt. So there's a bunch of guys. Just the bomber enemies are just very annoying because of the range. They have pretty decent blast radiuses, so it ends up being kind of difficult to deal with them efficiently, on top of dealing with other enemies. So I'm gonna actually go up here to the top, try to take out this guy, who's like faster than normal, and then kind of sweep back around to the lower side. Looks like this side is clear. Now here's where the fun begins. Way to take the high ground, always use turf to your advantage. Something something rule of the battlefield, right? So we can use that to speed things up, and we can also grab this, the stingray to also speed things up. Sort of. Flawless. Well, it was kind of flawless on that attempt. Visual confirmation, launch pad ahoy. So much for seeing the null armor, because that's the level 2 armor when you get 2 armor upgrades without losing any. It's pretty neat that they stack like that. I can't think of too many games where armor stacks, so it's kind of a neat concept. Root I, except this is actually— wait, did I never look at this? The sickly sweet aroma spreads, a stagnant arms bring only harm, along with sluggish looming dread. I don't really use Toxic Mist as a sub-weapon. Encased in sturdy sphere of glass, it breaks my heart to see you caught, with whiskers trembling as I pass. These Zapfish. Ride with me station. Shotgun, oh god. This could be— I know we say this a lot, but this could be the rest of the video. I know exactly what stage this is. This is the one I thought one of the other ink stick levels was. End zap. That is a very weird choice. Well, we'll take your word for it, because I don't like the other choices either. Look right and left and right again. Next card just shows up if you stand around and watch. Oh, I get it. We basically need to get across, so we need to jump on the one card and jump to the other. So again, we have to ride these little cars. So we need to raise up the ink sticks and just hurry. Get used to seeing ink sticks. It's actually a neat mechanic because, again, they kind of work as like a car wash. So this is like a giant car wash, basically. And this is where we'll be stuck for a few minutes. Open sesame! It's not how it goes, Pearl. You tried. Launch pad ahoy! Watch out for enemies. This is bad. This is very bad. I gravely miscalculated. I should go for the Octo Sniper first. But again, we might be here for a little bit, I'm just gonna say. Our progress is gonna actually speed up once we get through this level, because this is, to me, like, one of the last major walls on a personal level. Like, there are hard levels, but this is the last level I find actually really difficult. It's kind of a timing thing, because again, if you take them out when they're not really looking, you can actually kind of get like a stealth kill. It's not a very good stealth kill, because it's not that stealthy, but if the game wants to count it as stealth, I won't hold it against it. Even if my definition of stealth doesn't quite match up. Jump. Oh, this is bad. Oh. Lucky. That was very lucky, timing-wise. So here's the other wall part of the stage. Hold on, this car's got a propeller? See that yellow line? Our goal is to keep it roughly in line, haha, with the line. I might be a little quiet in this section. I'm gonna fall. I wasn't actually hitting the propeller, so that also would make a difference. But again, this could be where we get stuck for the rest of the video. Can follow the glowing path. But we can see the Zapfish with the data point in sight, so it's not too much more to go. But again, I kind of figured this level would be a wall a little bit because it is very difficult. Down? Okay, down. I'll take your word for it, game. Is it closing in? Stop that. Okay, so there I forgot the mechanics. It closes in, and you have to raise the thing at like good timing. So I gravely misunderestimated what I was supposed to do there. There are multiple of those switches for a reason, because the switches control the whatchamacallits, the ink sticks. That I let go just a second too early. So that was my bad. Again, I said we might be here for a while. It's a very short segment, which is the funny part. This is actually a very short segment. Honestly, this is actually a part where I'd almost recommend not using motion, because I feel like motion is actually messing me up, because the hitbox is higher up than I think it should be. So we need to open it up. We also need to be able to go through it. Like this. Now we need to gun it. Like that. And now we also have octocopters to contend with. So what I should have done there is ignored them. I should have just gone through and not have worried about them at all. I just feel like I can't do this very efficiently. Like, it always takes me like a bajillion tries to do the last part, but also this part. And I think it's because of multitasking, because you have to deal with like multiple things. Like, even if the octocopters aren't that big of a threat to you, I think the octocopters are just there to kind of mess with you, really. They're just kind of there to get your attention and kind of screw up your concentration, more so than actually to be a threat. Which is actually very clever, mind you, but it's also very difficult to deal with. Trying to take him out without actually leaving the Peller alone for too long, kind of hitting both. And Bicar. Yeah, and that took a while. I don't know what I expected. I expected this to take actually longer, but hey, I'm all for a pretty smooth run of this level. Looked like a mini Zapfish that time. Maybe the other one was the mini. Yeah, this is the mini. The rhythm etched in little jolts, those idols sing and put a spring in my steps as I clink the volts. So they like listening to the Squid Sisters. This is a long level. This is a long level. This is a complicated level, but I don't think it's particularly long. Iceman Station, I'm curious. Like, I don't know if we'll actually get through this, but I'm actually curious about what this is. Fly to the goal. This shouldn't be too bad, hopefully. But again, these levels get way harder than they start out, which is actually good. I feel like the difficulty curve is interesting. That it is fun, just kind of blasting through. It's an interesting way to do difficulty in that you can kind of just find your own way. It's like, if you find the 10 routes, is it 10? It might be 9. I think it's 9, because of like, the way equipment works. If you get like a set of equipment, it'd mean 9 lines. But basically my point is, if you basically find all of the lines, you can kind of just decide how to progress through the level on your own. You don't need to do all of these, you only need to do these if you basically want the secret mission, which there is a secret mission, a post-game unlock. But if you just want to complete it, like bare minimum, if you're worried about following Hammer B, that is what I will do. And I even jumped higher, I missed all the squid rings because I didn't care. Octo Commander spotted. Oh wow, that didn't even take him out, like a direct hit. I mean business. Look at those skills. And there you have it. Wow, that was actually a really short level. I thought it'd be much more challenging. Hurry up and finish. Hi, low battery. Nice seeing you. Haven't seen you for a while. That is the nice thing about the Pro Controllers. You really don't see the low battery that often. You really very rarely see a low battery warning. Because it holds like a 20-hour charge, so it actually lasts a pretty long time, and I love it. Constructed of glass and concrete, the city stays in dull drab grays till we splash color on its streets. Tony Kenza, and Kenza is actually a much better known brand in the series because there's actually a Kenza line of weapons. It's actually really good. I've been trying the Kenza dualies, and they're actually really fun. I don't know if they'd become my main, because I've actually been trying the Neo Splash-O-Matic of all things. But the Kenza dualies are a pretty good alternative if you like the dualies, but you don't really care about the special sub kit on it. So it's a good alternative if you want the same type of weapon, but just don't like the sub weapon. So we're kind of hopping around, just taking out what we can do, and that's just gonna be how it is. I mean, my general goal is to finish line I next. We might do it next time, maybe not. But in general, we're just gonna be kind of just hopping around doing whatever levels we can in the time allotted. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion.